So depending on how you count, Nitish Kumar and the BJP have separated ways at least 3 times. This could be the 4th. Is a massive political upheaval on the cards in Bihar, or will the BJP be able to placate its sulking ally? Joining me for what promises to be a fascinating political discussion, some of the sharpest political minds in our country. I want to start by introducing Rajdeep Sardesai, who's been dialing the phone and getting all the information from Bihar. Our National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastav joins us, as does Manisha Priyam. She comes from the state, understands its people and its politics very well. Sanjay Kumar again, at CSDS, comes from Bihar, loves talking about Bihar politics. We've got Ratan Sharda with us, author, analyst. And last but not least, representing the JDU, we have Love Kumar. The BJP wants to see what happens tomorrow before they comment officially on this. They're hoping that there will be some kind of a last-minute rapprochement. Rajdeep, I'll start with you. Is Nitish Kumar, we just heard Chirag Paswan call him Kan, somebody's calling him Paltu Chacha. Is he going to do another Paltbazi?
Look, with Nitish Kumar, you never know till the last minute which way he goes. As you said, barring a last-minute rapprochement, it appears that Nitish Kumar is slowly but surely moving away from the BJP and exploring his options outside the BJP. I want to put this in 2 contexts. One is, if you look at Nitish Kumar's political career, you see, unlike the other Mandal socialist leaders, Nitish Kumar has 2 differences. One, he doesn't carry the liability, some would say, of being a dynastical politician. You know, he hasn't built a dynasty around him like other Mandal socialist politicians have. Number 2, he doesn't have the asset that other Mandal politicians have, which is a very large caste base. At the end of the day, the Kurmis are not as large and powerful as the Yadavs are. Therefore, Nitish on his own can never win an election in Bihar. So his entire career has been based on dependency and political positioning.
Why is he upset at this moment, according to you?
See, that is unclear what is the exact trigger, beyond the fact that the BJP now is the dominant expansionist party of Bihar and India. That's where it comes from. We saw it in Maharashtra. Why is then Uddhav Thackeray of the Shiv Sena upset with the BJP? Because the BJP was encroaching slowly but surely on the turf of the Shiv Sena. Why is Nitish Kumar upset? Because slowly but surely, and we saw it in the 2020 elections, the entire dynamics between the 2 parties have changed. In 2010, Nitish was the dominant party, the BJP was party number 2. In 2020, it was very clear, BJP was now the party number 1 and Nitish was party number 2. And we are seeing this across the country now. Look at it in every state where the BJP was a junior partner. I can even talk of my small home state of Goa, where the MGP was completely destroyed eventually by the BJP. Is a rump now. The fact is, I think Amit Shah in the last 2 years in particular has tried to develop a new generation BJP leadership in Bihar, a leadership which in a way wants to dominate, or which he hopes will dominate Bihar politics over the next 20 years. The leadership that Nitish Kumar grew up with was from the Vajpayee era, and we can even go back to the 1970s when they were all student leaders, the likes of Sushil Kumar Modi, Nand Kishore Yadav. These were all people who grew up with Nitish Kumar. So Nitish Kumar had a comfort factor with them. Now comes Amit Shah, who, like in Maharashtra, has decided that the BJP must assert its sort of dominant national position in every state.